G'day guys and girls, it's CaptainKarta and welcome back to the Sydney 1850 map here in Transport Fever. Last episode we left off, we've got our freight train coming up here to pick up out of Bunnings and the Paddington Steel Mill. It should be on its way... Nope, it's not that one. It's that one there. There it is, it's our Burlington Northern FAB set running along just nicely. Oh sorry, FBA set. FABA. Try 3 times, you'll get it right eventually. So the F7s are currently about to rip through Paddington Station here, and then they'll spur off onto the freight line. It should be running on its own independent line. Yes, it is. Excellent. We'll get a nice intro shot here. So I'll run the intro. I'll see you guys in a second. So the train has just taken the spur here to head out to the steel mill and then back to Bunnings to continue on its merry way. But what we actually need to do is actually set up our lines. Actually, I think we've already got our lines set up. We need to purchase some trucks. So I've actually got a road depot over here at Paddington, which is good. And they will come out through there, up there, and they can access everything right. So what we need is we need coal and iron ore to come here. So we need something that can do both of those. Now the Mac AC runs for a little while longer, but the Studebakers have a better capacity. But they're limited in what they do. And that's fine with me. So we need what? Let's go about 8 each, so 16. I think we'll sort of cut it for the time being. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go, there's 8 of those. We're going to set that to iron ore bulk. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Set line. You are going to be coal bulk. Done. Now we also need lumber to come from here. Zip across to go to the planks there and then drop off the finished planks to there. Now you do logs and planks. Wonderful. So let's go 16 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Done. You need to go logs, lumber, bulk. Okay, so that's now all of our road vehicles on the way. Let's just go check in with this train here as it pulls into the steel mill. Of course, it's not going to pick anything up, which is fine. Horn. Beautiful. And away they go in a plume of glorious smoke. Away they go. Right, so we've got our road vehicles all leaving in a massive convoy. Here they all start to come now. It's just going to be a convoy of trucks. It's going to be like Die Hard 3. Trucks everywhere. Look at it coming down the road. Look at this. Charging through the main street of town. It just looks like a ton of army trucks just proceeding. Oh, cut off by a bus. Bus is looking a bit tired actually. We're going to have to update that one. It's just trucks as far as the eye can see. Oh, it's brilliant and glorious and I love it. Now, Paddington Commuter, don't tell me I've got it set on replacement. No, I haven't, but they're all out of date. We need to paint them a very bright yellow. Yes, replace now at a cost of $2 million. Thank you very much. As all the now semi-covered trucks start making their way to their destination. The good thing is these trucks will actually be able to take advantage of these road speeds because I've upgraded all of this to dual lane roading, so there's nowhere where it can possibly get held up and slow right down, which is good. And all the industries have actually already started to pick up. There we go, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there. Excellent. They've realised that they are connected to lines, so they're actually going to start pumping out whatever they've got already stored, which means as soon as these vehicles arrive, they're actually going to start producing everything. Now remember that the coal and iron ore goes to here, the steel then gets trained back here to Bunnings, Bunnings then produces it either with the planks or planks and the steel. They're going to create the tools and everything, and that then is going to go back to the central hub, well, the Sydney freight terminal here, and then they will distribute via road pretty much whatever, because remember, these trucks can carry everything. So it doesn't matter what we do here, everything gets carried. And again, we've got the very long line of trucks trying to get through to Balmain. These road networks are absolutely shocking. Problem is, the longer they sit here with the food doesn't get delivered. But there's no way that I can possibly speed this up. Unless we try to see what we can break. See, if I go that, that's already a 4-lane street. I have to go to an extra large street, and I can't do that with the freight yards and everything that are here. And I can't do it with this bridge either, and this bridge I think I've already done. No, I haven't done the bridge. I can do it. I can't do that because of the intersection there. I can't do that one because of the small little humpy section there. Okay, let's do this. Let's pause that. Let's get rid of... Let's get rid of that main connection. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. I wish you could just delete the road and not the houses. Let's leave that end of the bridge alone. Delete this end. Delete that. Delete that. Bus lane, yes. Tram track is electric. Don't do that. I want you to connect from that end. There we go. That looks a bit better. And connect from that end to there. Now, the whole point of making this 4-lane along here is it's going to heavily increase what we've got going. So, I don't want bus lanes, I don't want tram tracks here, because the tram lines continue off in that direction, but I do want to make that a 4-lane street, because that means our trucks can get there a heck of a lot quicker because of the dual laneage. Now, that should hopefully start to free up some of what's going on over this bridge. Now, the only problem I then have, and I don't know why, but I've also got this stupid nonsense here. So let's make that 4-lane each way. That fixes that up. Let's... 18 buildings will be removed. Too bad. How sad. Okay, so that's a 4-lane street. But because that's got the bus lane, that's why it hasn't done anything there. Okay, so that'll all update. I do have independent bus lines along there, which is good. It's keeping the buses moving, but it's not keeping everything else moving. So what I need to do... Yes. Yes. We've just got to fix up all of these intersections here to be multi-lane. Now, the problem here is it then goes into that. I can't do squat and it's already a 4-lane street. That's okay. I can't do that in there either, mainly because of the bridge. It'll be too gosh darn wide. Okay, well that's alright. That should hopefully free up this section along here. Now, can I make the rest of this? I can't do it there. There's no point there because no bus service runs that way. Everything else is 4-lane street with the exception of that. But construction is not possible there because of... would appear to be this little section of street just there. Line street, I still can't do squat there. Delete all that. And delete that section there. Okay, 4-lane street. Round to there. Okay, that looks a little bit better. I can actually survive now. And this section through here isn't so much of a major deal. I can actually finally upgrade that, which is great. I can't, there's not really much point doing anywhere else. let's just update what we can. Do all that. For no apparent reason, because it ends in a freaking thing anyway. Alright. Let's just see if that makes any sort of a difference, and let's go ultra high speed. It's not making much of a difference now, is it? And these are 6-lane streets with bus lanes. And it's not fixing the problem. Holy Toledo. There's a lot of people wanting to go to Balmain, I've got to say it. Okay. No, that's fine. How are we going here on vehicle-wise? Oh, vehicles are finally doing their thing. Okay. Most of them are zipping on through, the ones that can. Logs, lumber, bulk. Most of these guys here are all logs, lumber, bulk. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so he should be the last iron ore. There we go. There's the first logs lumber, and he's gone off to go get logs. Wonderful. The iron ore guy's already off to go get his iron ore. The coal trucks are on their way to get the coal. So this should all start to pick up fairly quickly. If we check into where that train's at, it's just re-cleared everything there. I actually just realised I didn't put a signal in that I was supposed to. We need one of those. And we need to be on that side. Because we need to stop the trains as they come. The freight trains should be stopping as they approach here. That's what we've got on this side, that's what we've got on that side. I don't really need that signal there though, because that's a bit pointless. Those signals there are just regular stop signals. Oh, I just realised we've bulldozed a line here that we shouldn't. Oh, sorry, a road here we shouldn't have bulldozed. Upgrade that to that. Upgrade that to that, and turn off the upgrade. And we actually want to put a bit of a bridge in that's not too bridge-y. Train alignment collision. Okay, let's just follow that up, and then we can then curve it around to that side. Without putting too crazy a hump in the middle. Oh, that'll do it. To hell with it. Right, smoothing gun. Make sure we fix that up. Am I going to use this road? Probably not, but I just want to make sure everything is connected if I do wish to use this logging area. I probably could, but it's that far away from everything, it's kind of a bit pointless. Now, how's our food train down here going? You're still operating a bloody... Boy, 33 years old, dude. You're a bit, you're a bit behind the times. Very much a bit behind the times, but you are doing well. You're only just doing your back and forth bit. The 38s along here have only been around for 10 years. They're doing fairly well. I'm going to keep that steam engine on there. It is 33 years old, but I think we've got about a 40-year lifetime in it, and it's producing food very, very well. Because you've got to remember, right, these trains here, these food services coming back in are dropping off cattle and picking up food on the return journey. These guys have got a ton of cattle. The grain is happening, although to be quite honest, it could be happening at a bit of a quicker pace. Let's actually look at replacing that train. As much as I probably want to leave it, I think we might actually put a diesel on that service. If I had an appropriate diesel to use, Pennsylvanian maybe? Or do I want to use the Alco PA? I need something with a lot of power. Like a lot of it. So the PAs make 2284. I'd need 2 F units to do the same. Okay, well let's use 2 F units and do the same thing. To that end, let's use the Pennsylvania ones. 1496, tractive effort. They only make 54 kilonewtons. Whereas they make 178. That makes 54. That makes 178. Weird. Don't quite know what the deal is there, but fair enough. So we'll use probably an FA and FB. So add, get rid of all this. Get rid of all that. Get rid of it, and get rid of it. So let's use an FA and an FB. On a 7A, 7B, and then we want grain. Now I have put the universal state car in, which will do grain. It'll do a capacity of 14. And your gondola, however, will do 18. Don't see a problem with that. It does 14. That continues the whole way through. Do 160. Doesn't really need to go that quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. 20 million. Replace it now. That'll cost $17 million. Fine. That should pump out most of that grain, which will be good. Because there's a lot of grain waiting. And whilst this train is being fairly productive and it's doing it like 192 units at a time, I think we can do it significantly better than that. Here we go. The trucks have started to roll in. And they're doing reasonably well. We haven't had any planks come back yet. But that's alright. Because that's the first load of logs there. That's the second load of logs. Third load. That's the fourth. So this will pick up production fairly rapidly. And if I need to increase it anymore, I can always just turn up the frequency at which these trucks arrive. But the steel mill has already started pushing out steel, which will come back to here, and even 1 unit of steel will give a unit of tools. Now if I really want to do, I can also try and bring in plastic, which is up here. But I need oil or 2 grain to do it. Now I do have oil, well, I've got crude processing down here, but I don't have oil. Have I been delivering fuel anywhere? I don't even think I've got fuel running yet. Do I? No, I haven't got the beginnings of fuel going. See, if I was going to do anything, I'd want to probably ferry it across here. I've got crude there. I set up a station specifically for the crude. Where's that freight train gone? Is it on its way back, or is it never even arrived? That's the cattle train. Where's my other train? Waiting for a free path. What do you mean you're waiting for a free freaking path? Oh, because it's in the tunnels. And there's no signals in the tunnels, is there? Well done. Very astute observation. Let's, so I need one of you on... That potentially did not help me. I can't even tell what way that signal's actually facing. The wrong way, that's the way it's facing. So I need one on what? That side? Where's that other signal? Here it is. Oh, I did get it on the right side. I think I did actually. Yep, because the diesel started to move. Excellent, right. I'm going to throw another one up here at the switch. Because remember, we have that third line that tacks on. It comes underneath and it comes in from the left. Put one there. Put one there. And then turn the camera back around. Stick another one on there. Beautiful. That should cover our backside with any trains that want to try and come through the tunnels. 38 is munching along. The F7's actually doing a reasonably good rate of speed. It is still only mediocre. It's 3,000 horsepower, like it's got a fair amount of juice in it. Well, that's not too bad. Our buses are definitely not keeping up with the commuter service all the way down here. So where do you... Frick me. There's a lot of people waiting for buses here. I've got a lot... Sydney South to Redfern. And that's where most people want to be going, is via Redfern. So maybe I need to put a couple more buses on. Particularly this service here. How many vehicles have I got on it? I've only got 8. Okay, fine. I'll put in more services then. Big deal. No, I don't want the tram depot. I want the road depot. Which is there. And these also need to be yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Set line. You guys are going to go onto the Sydney South to Redfern commuter. There we go. Now it's 16 vehicles. They can't complain, they can't whinge. That'll hopefully start to reduce some of these guys. Because bloody hell, there's a lot of people waiting for services here. Did I keep that 38 going up on that Manly service as well? You know, the entirely pointless one? Indeed I did. It's been running for 9 years. Oh my god, it actually took someone in like 1953. It made $111,000. I'm struggling to believe that that service actually made money. But fair enough, who am I to argue and who am I to complain? So our F7 should be... Yep, he's just leaving now, back for the quarry. Hasn't really delivered anything that's important. Where's our other freight train? That's our commuter runs. Here he comes now. He does have 7 tools on. Excellent. Those box cars are coming in handy. And look at these trucks. They are rip-roaring along. We're producing a decent little rate here. And we've actually already got machines being produced as well because of the planks and the steel. Excellent. Well, that should hopefully build itself up fairly slowly. So, I've been CaptainKarta. If you've enjoyed this episode, like I certainly have, because now we've finally got some more freight running around, sling it a like, leave a comment if you've got any ideas or questions or suggestions, comments, whatever you want to leave. And if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, make sure you do so. Also, check out the CaptainKarta Discord channel. The link for that is down in the video description below. Anyway, guys, I've been CaptainKarta. I'm going to catch you guys next time. See you later.